Hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is Simferosa Chen of the Chinese University of Hong Kong. The abstract that I'm going to present is an evaluation of the Chinese Pelvic Floor Distress Inventory 20 and PFIQ-7. I have nothing to disclose. The background of this study is that Chinese version of the Pelvic Floor Distress Inventory, PFDI, and Pelvic Floor Impact Questionnaire, PFIQ, were validated in 2011. They are comprehensive, and they can explore urinary, prolapse, and colorectal anal symptoms and the bothersome of the woman, as well as the impact on their quality of life. However, PFDI contains 46 items, and PFIQ contains 33 items. These make the questionnaires very long and increase the patient's burden and time. Therefore, PFIQ-20 and PFIQ-7, which are the short forms of PFDI and PFIQ, only 20 items for the PFDI and 7 items for the PFIQ. However, the Chinese versions have not been evaluated. Therefore, these studies will evaluate how Chinese version of PFDI-20 and PFIQ-7 could predict the scores of PFDI and PFIQ subscales. This is an analysis of a database prospectively collected in 2009 to 2010 for validation of the Chinese PFDI and PFIQ. We included all Chinese women attended our urogynecology clinic with pelvic floor disorders. Those who are below 18 years, mental incapacity, or refuse to join the study were excluded. Women are invited to fill in the Chinese version of PFDI and PFIQ during their first consultation. And then gynecologists confirmed that they had pelvic floor disorders by the history and physical examination. We use standard multiple regression to analyze how the items in UDI-6, POPDI-6, and CRADI-8 to predict the UDI, POPDI, and colorectal anal distress inventory total scores. At the same time, how the UIQ-7, POPIQ-7, and CRAIQ-7 predict urinary impact questionnaire, pelvic organ prolapse impact questionnaire, and colorectal anal impact questionnaire total scores respectively. As a result, 597 women completed the study. Their mean age were 55 years old. Their median parity was 2. 54% of them had urinary incontinence only. 32% had both urinary incontinence and pelvic organ prolapse. 11% had pelvic organ prolapse only, and 2% had urinary and also fecal incontinence, while 0.3% had urinary incontinence, fecal incontinence, and pelvic organ prolapse. Half of them had no pelvic organ prolapse. Otherwise, majority of them had stage 2 pelvic organ prolapse, leaving behind the remaining half have stage 1 and stage 3 or 4 pelvic organ prolapse. Many of them also received urodynamic studies, and among those who received the urodynamic studies, 37% of them had no abnormality, followed by 33% had urodynamic stress incontinence, 6% had detrusor overactivity, followed by voiding dysfunction in 4%, and 2% had mixed urodynamic stress incontinence and detrusor overactivity. The R-square ranged from 0.82 to 0.9 for the subscales of the PFDI-20, while these were ranged from 0.94 to 0.96 for the subscales of PFIQ-7. This means the variance in UDI, pelvic organ prolapse distress inventory, and colorectal anal distress inventory, as well as the urinary impact questionnaire, Pelvic Organ Prolapse Impact Questionnaire and Colorectal Anal Impact Questionnaire can be explained by the short scales. PFDI-20 can explain 82 to 91% of the variance of PFDI subscale scores, while PFIQ-7 can explain 94 to 96% of the variance of PFIQ subscale scores. In conclusion, PFDI-20 and PFIQ-7 can highly predict Pelvic Floor Distress Inventory and Pelvic Floor Impact Questionnaire total scores. They can facilitate the clinical and research use. Thank you.